Hello everyone, this is LW Gaming. Welcome back for another Langrisser M video. This we're going to take a look at a brand new mode that just came out. I mean, this is a limited time event, of course. So, anyways, this is called the Dawnlight Bastion or Bastion, I think. Anyways, this is a tower defense game mode, and we're jumping right in. How cool is that? The way how it introduces the game mode. Hero from another world. Do you hear the call of mana too? Darkness gathers as chaos approaches. The mana must be defended, and this Dawnlight Bastion is where it is most felt. The city of revitalization marked on the map is the city that must be protected this time. Countless spirits have gathered here to answer the call of the Spring of Mana. They are uniting to defend against the invasion of chaos. The Sacred Fountain responds to the determination of warriors, giving us new building powers. In this battle, you can use Source of Purity to will towers. Into creating towers. So I mean, it must be a translation error, but I don't know. Anyways, spell formations and other buildings to defend the city. Deploy your units and establish your defenses. We will stand firm before the unending horde of demons and defend with our lives the city last sacred fountain. So, anyways, so far I think there are four different levels here, so we'll see. There could be more, but anyways, for now we're gonna look into we're still in tutorial. So just say to those of you guys who haven't played this game mode, I'll recommend you do them because they're worth it. Because they'll give you some 3D crystals for clearing, of course. A smoke signal rises. Evil has emerged. What you see here is the first line of defense that we must protect to stem the tide of the invading demons. Defending the city will be unlike the battles you faced before, for it involves a more complex battle environment. Here, you can learn much about the battlefield in advance. The more dangerous the mission, the more information you will need. Before heading into battle, gather some intelligence about the enemy. So yeah, anyways, in this game mode, you had to decide what kind of strategy you want to do because you cannot bring your own units to this battle, so you had to rely on the units that was given to you, and also the defenses that are actually given to you as well. And also, in order for this to be successful in your own part, you need to make sure how you can handle the enemies because those ones they are this kind of battle is very different than you're used to when it comes to like strategy games. Like this is more like a tower defense kind of mechanism. A skill range, mobility, all kinds of information about the enemy can be viewed here. Use it to help you better understand the battle. Beware of those specialty marked large enemies. They are Chaos's most loyal minions with terrifying abilities to influence the battle. The source of parity granted by the Spring of Mana has the mysterious power of construction. It can create buildings with different functions. Using the various buildings to support you in battle will be crucial for defending the city. Spend some time to learn about the various buildings' characteristics. Anyways, we got building structures here. The buildings available for use in this battle can be viewed in building details. Towers, formations, statues, different buildings have different characteristics. Smart usage and proper placement of them can greatly affect the battle. It is especially important to note that Source of Purity can not only create new buildings, but also reform existing ones to upgrade them. Upgraded buildings will be imbued with even more power, so consider carefully whether you should build new buildings or upgrade existing ones. Holding your ground against the horde demons is already tough, but you are capable of more. There are many other things to guard here. The pure and sacred fountain will repay your bravery with a reward for completing a special mission. During battle, please pay attention to those special achievements targets. Uh, use use cunning and skill to face them. So, anyways, in this kind of battle, there are actually feats. Those feats are very depend on what missions you need to do in order to get them. Just like the typical time rifts. So this is nothing new. You just gotta make sure how to do them and complete them without any sweat. Evil stirs in the shadow. We must hurry, otherworldly hero. Now, let's choose attack and build the line of defense for the spring of mana against the onslaught of demons. The dark curtains is falling. In the shadows, dark creatures are approaching. As you can see, the attack alarm warns of the demon attack. The minions of chaos have invaded our city. This sacred building with clear water is the spring of mana, and we must protect it. The spring of mana is the source of mana in this dimension. If it's destroyed by the demons, the dimension will collapse and our battle will end in failure. So please, deploy your heroes and buildings of a line of defense to defend against the demons and protect the sacred spring. One of the demons' goal is to erode and corrupt the pure mana. When a demon comes within the range of the spring mana, as shown, if they are not defeated quickly, they will increase the pollution level of mana in this dimension after the turn is settled. Demons have a different erosion abilities. Tap them to see their specific stats. Some demons can also increase corruption with certain skills. Please be careful of this. When pollution reaches 100, it means that the chaos has managed to corrupt the mana in the space-time, and that our defense mission has failed. So please focus on eliminating the demons nearest the sacred spring first. At different stages of the mana pollution, the stability of the spring of mana will change, affecting the city in various ways. Tap pollutions to view details. Okay, so anyways, in this kind of game mode, you do not want those demons to be near the spring within 2 rings of the radius. So anyways, looking at the condition here, the perfect defense, basically the pollution is set at 0. Having at least one to 3 star building activate a battlefield wide effect that increases building attack by 15%. If it's 40, the pollution, if it's between like 40 to 70, then at least 2 to 3 star buildings are required to activate it. And then if 70 between like near 100, then at least three uh 3 3-star buildings are required to activate it. So basically, if they're having these pollutions if it's like perfect defense, having at least one activated, 3-star building, and then if it's like between 40 to 70, it will have then at least 2 to 3 star buildings are required to activate, like 3-star buildings, yeah. If it's like a 70% or higher, it'll be at least and then at least 3-star buildings are required to activate it. But however, when its pollution reaches 100, that's an automatic failure. So you do not want that to happen. So anyways, the main goal is to prevent those pollutions and then defend against those onslaught of enemies. If you can do that, then the battle will be a victory for you. Anyways, as the degree of mana erosion changes, the spring of mana will cause changes to the battlefield. Study the effect of pollution before battle and keep an eye on this changing state throughout. During each demon wave, you'll get a chance to replenish your source of purity, customize your battle lineup, redeploy units, and build or upgrade fortifications. In this battle, you can drag and drop powerful heroes to the face to face the enemy in the usual way. Hero spirits are already on the battlefield, can also be redeployed to other positions. You can also construct various buildings and unique functions in coordination with heroes. Anyways, for instance, we can only deploy one to begin with for now. In the Dawnlight Bastion, the maximum numbers of participants varies based on the different factors. This limit will be increased in one of the preparation phase after surviving for a certain period of time. Losses are inevitable in battle. Hero spirits that die will have their participation limit permanently reduced, so please use them carefully. This special building made of pure energy is an important part of the defense line. Tap the hero/build button to switch to the build list and see the buildings that can currently be deployed. In the build list, you can drag buildings to the to the buildable area to complete deployment. Each type of building has different abilities and consumes different amounts of source of purity. To ensure the stability of the city realm, each type of building has a quantity limit, after which no more of that building can be deployed. So now let's tap the frontline pose on the battlefield to see the details of each building. Deployed buildings can be upgraded, dismantled, and more. Buildings may become damaged while defending against the demons. During the preparation phase, you can spend certain amount of resources to reform your buildings. Buildings are stationary units that cannot be moved once deployed and are not affected by effects other than those specific to buildings. There is also a special category called traps that can be used to build out your defenses. Traps can be placed almost anywhere on the battlefield. Each trap has different the trigger time and effect. If used properly, they can turn the tide of battle. Traps are consumed, meaning they cannot be used again when they have all been used up. So please plan carefully based on the big picture. When all spirit heroes, buildings, and traps has been deployed, you can end the preparation phase. When everything is ready, tap attack to start the battle. The creature of evil are coming. Stand steady and hold the line. Alright, so right now we're gonna take a look at what those buildings are for this level. So, anyways, there are only 4 we can work with. 4 different types of buildings. So frontline post is basically the tower that will do single targets against a random enemy that's probably close by, I believe. We also have the fortress turret. This one does AOE with the full range attack range. I mean. We also have the Frost Tower, which basically grants has a Frost AoE that will slow down enemies by reducing their mobility. And the Superior Array, which is interesting. Anyways, this one basically has a command aura, which is increases attack and int for all ally units by 10%. And keep in mind, not every building are meant to be used as an offensive building. Some are actually supports. So like for example, okay, so we're gonna deploy one of these out here, just like that. And we're gonna need a AoE tower here because there's gonna be a horde. We need to make sure we need to make sure that they don't get too close here. Okay, I think we'll have to deploy. Let's see. I think I'll put Frost Tower like up here. Let me go and move this. Okay, that's all I can deploy for now. But I can put traps here just to demonstrate. Here, let's see. I think I'll put this one like right here. Yeah. Or actually change my mind. I'll put it right here. Alright, now switch to hero. So far in this battle, we can only deploy 2 different units, which is Bernhardt and Light of Genesis. So if you wanted to defend this better, I will go for Bernhardt because he is he's a superior with AoE attacking, and also he has the werewolves on him. So and also one thing you gotta keep keep account for when you deploy heroes. Those ones are preset, so you cannot change anything. You cannot change anything with the soldiers or whichever skill that they have. These are all preset, so you can't change them at all. So here's how the here's how the order sequence works. So when the battle begins, the enemy will move first. The enemies will move first, and then once that's done, it'll be your turn, and the buildings will do their thing. And then after all the buildings have finished what they're doing, it will be your hero's turn to take action. And keep in mind, the heroes will be your control only. And like you see there, that AoE did something. Like what you just saw, like the trap actually triggered and the dinos were dead. Okay, and now we're gonna use Bernhard to do this. Well, okay, Bernhard is not gonna go down that easily. And there we go. We defeated the first wave, but now we just need to reposition ourselves. Okay, here comes the second phase. Alright, so right now this is phase 2. And as you can see there, there's now enemies on the other side. So we gotta be aware of where they're going. And also, some of our walls were damaged by the previous attack. So we can actually use the resources we actually gained from the previous turn to repair them. Oh, come on. Let me repair them. There we go. And then we need more buildings on the other side as well. Let's see. For this one, I'm going to need to... okay. I'll have to put the flame trap like right here. No, not right there. Right here. And another one right here. And then for buildings, I'm going to need to put this up here. I'm going to need to put this one down here just in case. Okay, and now let's put the frost tower like right here. And this one right here. And also, don't forget you can upgrade those buildings. So, there you go. Upgrade them as much as you can. Okay, I think that's about it. I don't think I can upgrade them anymore. You cannot upgrade traps though, because they're single use. I think we're okay without the third mortar, but we'll see. And we can redeploy those heroes to wherever we want. I'm gonna put them right here. And the Light Genesis will be right here. I think we're all good. Okay, wow, the dino's dead. Okay, so far we cannot attack we cannot do anything with her at the moment. But we could let's see. I think I'll just attack this orc directly. Which should probably kill it. Yep, there it goes. Okay. I'm gonna move Light Genesis over here. Oh jeez, I didn't know they can climb over the wall. I mean, they're flyers, and what should I expect? Oh, and that imagery triggered it, and that one's also triggered. All right, there are some enemies inside our territory, so we gotta prevent those guys from getting close. We're all good. Okay, what's that orc doing? It's keep damaging different kind of walls. Okay, we got it. So now, okay, that was a perfect battle. We didn't let the enemy touch our main building there. And also, while we're doing it, we also done this quest as well. So it's like the level of pollution is less than 20 upon the stage clear. So based on what I've seen so far, we didn't have any pollutions on us. So this is the automatic victory for us.